Hey guys, welcome back to TPG. My name is Shane. It's good to see you guys again, and thank you for coming back to the channel. You obviously clicked on this video because you're getting some free actions you might have seen somewhere on the screens and whatever. And I use them every day because I don't like clicking on menus and filters and and that type of stuff. So I've created simple actions for you guys, and you can click them when you have them installed and make your life even easier. So let's just get straight into this and have a look. So on the screen, we're just looking over here. We've got this image here of a bride, and I purposely chosen bridal images because they're very difficult sometimes. The lighting can be a bit challenging, and you want something to look pretty. And you're not going to, and believe me, you're not going to do it for every bridal picture. You're going to batch edit a lot of these, and you can just click that as well, and the software will do it for you. Reblum AI, that is, which I use. So make sure you do it. There'll be a link down below. Get a special price. Obviously I get a bit of a kickback with the affiliate link, but I'm bringing this to you guys and it'll help you out. So right, so have a look at this image on the screen, and we've got this bride. Make it very simple. I've got two actions. I've obviously all these other actions are what I use every day as well, but the two at the bottom here, Reblum over here, there's fashion and natural. So I'll just make sure I've got the bottom layer clicked and active. You can see the background, and I'll click that one over there. You'll see that it'll pop up on the screen, and this is real time. This is no waiting and having a cup of tea and coming back. There it's almost processed. There it's processed, and then we got before and after. Zoom in and out, have a look. There we go. And remember, when you're doing all these edits, you don't want somebody to look fake and look like Barbie doll plastic. She is a bride, and different clients have different needs, and of course you can work to their taste, but you've got to edit towards your look and your taste and your vision, because that's what they're paying you for in the first place. So don't do things that you don't really want to do. So obviously over here you can see I've got some other folders. I've got dodge and burn, which I'll just activate over there. I've got a color grading one just to finish off. So I'll just go into dodge and burn, because you can see that just above the top lip area, just where the lighting falls, I just want to light that a little bit more, just to show you guys that you can obviously come in and do these things. I'm just going to hit the brush, come to the dodge, just make it nice and big. I just want to make sure it's soft brush, and I'm just going to brush a little bit of light in there. There are other ways to dodge and burn. I'm just showing you very, very quickly how we can take an image and just make it look a little different. And let's say we're happy with that. That's more than good enough. And you can see the difference there, like I said. And obviously let's just click over here, and I'll just dial that back about 50%. Yeah. All right, cool. If you're interested in that action, which I have, drop me a comment below, and I'll show you how to run that action and make it available for you guys as well, so you can make your dodging and burning really easy. There's a bunch of different ways to do dodging and burning, not just this way or that way, but that's the way I do it, with a whole bunch of different layers that all work together. And yeah, we've got a color grading just to finish it off. And you can see, obviously, I've got just working on the lights over there. I've added a little bit of color in there. There's an action that I've created for myself as well that I use. This creates more color. And obviously I've got grain. I mean, I add grain to everything, because grain just fills up everything that people go, how did you do that? It's a little bit of a secret sauce. So let's just try another action over here. Let's go into the next image. Now, another very difficult image, because you've got a veil over a face. Now, how do you do it? You dodge and burn in traditional kind of ways sometimes. Very difficult to get in here. And so let's just do this. The Reblum, I'm just going to go Reblum natural this time, and it'll process in real time. And there we go. That's done. All right. So now, and in particular, I'm going to, and it's difficult for you guys to see probably on the screen. We turn it on, off. And you can see it's obviously coming. I can see it's working under here, and it's not going to brighten it completely on the right of her face, because that's where you've got shadows naturally. But look, it is generally doing it. It is really doing it. And if you want to do it again, just click the action again, and it'll run it again. I'll click into the software itself, into its interface, and you'll be able to see what's being changed. So now I can see it's all really nice over here. I can see it's also on her fingers. You might not be able to see it so nicely for yourself, but believe me, it is here. I can see all over here. And let's just do a stronger look in this. I'm just going to delete it just so we can see. So just to show you so you can see it even more so, that it goes through the veil, but it doesn't actually deteriorate the veil and its texture, because that's so important. And I'll just do it one more time just to, so we can really see it. I wouldn't do it as strong as this. But just to show you that the software is so incredible. I mean, it gets through these little gaps. I've done it on things where women have like lace and stuff like this, and it really does a big thing. So let's just have a look here on a chin. And can you see how it's just softening down these tones and where the transition tones are, but the veil detail and texture is still there. And like on her hands and things, especially, we've got a lot of highlights and things. Now obviously that's gone really big. I'm just trying to show you, give you guys an example, but if you look under her eyes as well, the texture of the veil is still there. And you could dial that back 50% or 25% or whatever and get a softer look onto it. But there you go. I mean, you can see it's really super. But this is all about the actions anyway. But I just wanted to show you how quickly it can go. So let's go through. We've got a black and white. Now you can see there's even texture on her skin. Look there. This veil is even tighter. Look at that. How are you going to get in there? So let's get in here. Make sure you've got the background activated. I'm going to hit Reblum Fashion. Off it goes. And there we go, done. Look at that, all the texture's still there. How beautiful is that? Again, you can come in and dodge and burn, just quickly just roll in over here. Let's grab a brush just to do a little bit. I mean, this is very rough, and you take your time, because these would be images you would be giving to a bride, and you'd probably only do 10 or 15, you know what I mean, that are really pretty. But just, let's get in there. It would help if I turned it on A. There we go. Things happen. Right, so let's do it 50%. Let's just leave it there. You get the idea. All right. And obviously you can have a finish, you know, I mean, different finishes. You can see I've got really grungy with a film grain that I have. It's my personal one that I make. And look at that, beautiful, isn't it? Adding some more light and texture and contrast. So let's go to another one where we've got, obviously people might want to see more about actual blemishes. And we're coming here, and after this we have a quick look at the interface. Very simple, clean. It's just 3 sliders, and there we go. How good is that? You know. And if you want to do it one more time, like I said, click it again, and it will remove even more. So let's just go through the interface quickly, and we'll just go into Reblum here, Reblum Retouch, and there it is. The settings I've used, you can see there they are. So the tone will help to clean up skin tones. It does like a fantastic job. I'll leave a link below, maybe put a card up here somewhere, wherever it is. You click through and watch the video I made about the skin tones. It really works. Have a look, get that software ready. It helps me. I use it every day without fail. And you can simply see these actions will replicate that every time. And let's just get that out there and just turn this off, and make sure you're running these actions. So let's just go back to this over here, and I'll just delete that quickly so we can see. Make sure that you've got your most active layer that you want to, because it will make a stamp visible layer. So make sure that you're on your, so if you look at the screen, if I turn the color grading off and I wanted to use the dodge and burn that we have done, and then run the action, make sure you've got the uppermost active layer that you want to use active, and click and highlight it, and I can run Reblum Fashion or natural, whichever you choose. And then once that runs through, so now that's going to include the dodging and burning, which we did. And there you go, and then you can add your color grading. So always make sure that the action is on the uppermost active layer, which you want to include in the stamp visible layer. If you've only got one layer, which is your background layer, just click that and it's good to go. So I hope these actions help you. Make sure you share it with other people who like it. There'll be a link below to download the actions, and hope they make your life really simple. You can add to them afterwards. You can make them more complex if you like by running other things with them. But as you can see, you know, these actions really make your life simple, so you don't have to go and click filter, menu, filter, Reblum, you know, and yeah. So Photoshop just makes your life really easy. So hope that helps, and give us a like, comment, and share, and all that jazz. That's always important to me. It helps the channel grow. And I'll be back if you want the color grading. Let me know, and I can show you about color grading Somebody has asked about that, so hopefully they'll be coming soon, but let me know what you might be struggling with and I can help you guys with the stuff. Right guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.